We're really starting the school from like scratch. We're not even following the Afghan curriculum. We're advocating and implementing a curriculum that is different, one that encourages critical thinking, creativity, and innovation, one that that puts community service at the center of our students' life, one that encourages, activities such as rock climbing and just being active as a human being for a female population in a country that doesn't have much of those opportunities. So it's a very unique school, and the challenges are really because we're creating a new path for people in the country. That is the image that the media gives you. That there's probably the country is going through like this scramble of trying to survive. Actually, what people are most of the time consumed in is really trying to make a life, make a future. There's a lot more of the normal day-to-day life going on. All of this, the killings, the attacks, they happen. They happen occasionally, but for the majority of the time, people are trying to figure out where to educate their children, to make a life. People have dreams, to have their own homes, to build a good house, and to make sure all their children are getting educated, to have cars and this and that. These are the kinds of activities that people are consumed in on a daily basis. For people who have lost family members as civilian casualties during drone attacks conducted by the U.S., they would never have similar perspective, and I think understandably so. But for the country as a whole, people have seen progress. I think, strategically speaking, Afghanistan is important for the U.S. So it's not working just for Afghanistan, but I would put it as a mutual interest. In Afghanistan, people understand that we are in a position to get to another level, to become more independent, and we can do that by having U.S. as an ally, knowing our geographic reality and our history with our neighbors. And I think for the U.S. the same thing. Afghanistan is a friendly ally in the region, and given what is at stake for the U.S., I would say it's safe to say that the relationship for Afghanistan and the U.S. is working. It is not just any election in Afghanistan. It's an extremely historic one. For the first time in the history of Afghanistan, we will have a peaceful transition from one elected government to the next. This has never happened in the history of Afghanistan. And Afghanistan's enemies have promised to do anything in their power to stop this from happening. But at the same time, people in Afghanistan are committed and determined to see this happen.